Yes friends, as part of this session, let us discuss OCJP or SCJP related questions. I'm sure that if you can practice these examples with analysis and with some logical thinking, you can be good in coding. In your company, you can write the code on your own for whatever the requirement it is from your manager. Okay, so please let us start from OOP concept onwards. Okay, and you have to be good in OOP. Whatever the concepts I have discussed related to OOP, that only we are going to use here to solve these examples. And very important friends, if you do solve these things, you can trust me, you can improve your logical skills. And if you do this thing and later you want to do one more thing, if you are done with that, I am sure that you can write the logic on your own. Okay, now let us see the first example. Try to observe this example. What is this? Class alpha, which is having two instance methods with name as what? Foo, having argument as what? String vararg. Okay, now it's having some implementation. And what is this? This is bar, which is a method instance in class called alpha and having an implementation as what? Alpha bar. Okay, and bet is the child for this alpha because of extents of word. Okay, please try to understand this one. And we are having one more method here as what? Void foo, which is instance. If we are not having a static keyword as part of this method prototype, whatever the method it is, then you can tell that method as what? Instance method. Okay, now if it is instance method means definitely you have to create an instance in order to access these methods. Okay, if it is like static, no need of creating object. Okay, now observe here. Okay, now this is what? Bar. And if you do observe this one, this is void friends. V means void. Okay, so void bar string is it is a overriding method. On which thing you can tell that one? In the parent class and in the child class, if you are having a method with same method signature and with same return type, I mean here we are having one option from 1.5 version onwards. What is that option? You can return covariant types at child class. Getting covariant return types is possible. Okay, now try to observe this one. This method and this method is looking like as what? Overriding methods. Okay, and of course now I'm sure that whatever the concept I was discussing, okay, I was discussing as part of our essay relationship and how inheritance we are achieving in Java. The same concept I am going to use. I have said there some few logics. What is internal logic to perform overloading and overriding? Of course, you might be learning many things as part of overloading and overriding. I'm sure that you are having knowledge in it, but thing is what? You are not having confidence. To improve your confidence, we are achieving this. And one more thing is what? Please try to follow the logical rules which I have given to you in earlier session. Okay, now observe this one. These two methods are what? Overriding methods. And come to this method, foo string vararg. Foo string, is this a overriding method? Very important, very important. We can do overriding for a particular vararg method by using what? Another vararg method within the child class. Please try to observe here. This is what? A vararg method argument. This is what? Foo is a method which is having Argument is what? Vararg parameter. Getting? And now try to observe here. What is this? Who is a method? Both the methods are same, but arguments, that is this is what, strictly speaking, formal argument, and this is what, this is also the formal argument. This is what, actual argument. Okay, let it be, don't go to, we are going somewhere. Okay, let it be. These two methods are what, guys? These two methods are not overriding methods. When we can tell a method as overriding, if parent class method and child class method signatures must be same and return types must be same, or at least covariant return types must be available, otherwise it is not overriding methods. Okay, just try to observe here. All your technical competitive exam questions and OCJP or SCJP exam questions will be having combination of 2 or 3 concepts. Okay, more than one concept they will club and they will give the questions in this pattern only it will be. Okay, so these two methods are what? Not overriding methods. Getting, friends? Overriding methods. Now come to this main method. The first thing which you want to do as part of our OCJP exam is only one thing. First you have to trace the code from top to bottom to check is there any compile time errors or not. Please try to check these from top to bottom. Do we have any compile time errors? And of course, if there is any semicolon, all of these things, just eliminate that one. Related to the concept, do we have any compile time errors? Nothing. We don't have anything. Okay. Now come to the other part. What is that means? If you are having a main method, okay, if you are having a main method, from that main method you have to start your tracing. You have to be like the JVM. Okay, now come to this part. What is this? What is this, friends? What is this? This is one of the operator and this is also one of the operator. This is what? Constructor. Now you are going to realize the concept which I have discussed as part of is a relationship and how we are achieving inheritance in Java. Okay, now observe here. This is one operator, this is also other operator. Among these two or between these two, or else which operator is having highest precedence? When we compare that two operators, new is the operator which is having highest precedence or highest order in our Java. So because of this new operator, what is going to get happen? Memory allocation will be done. For which one? For which one? For which literal memory allocation will be done? Very important. My terminology you might be getting or you may not get. Okay. For that you have to refer what? WOOP. Entire WOOP related concept. There I have given each and everything with advanced level concepts. You have to be good in that one. Only then you can solve any bit. Whatever the bit you are going to face in any in any interviews, you can be so confident. You can solve those bits within minutes. Okay. Now try to observe here. Okay. So this memory allocation will be done for which class? For class bit. Okay. Based upon the constructor, you are going to tell what? Underlying object. Okay. Now try to observe here. Now this is what? A right hand operand side. Okay. So before assigning the value to this A, constructor should get execute. So I have said to you, instance control flow, before constructor execution completes, instance control flow will come and many things are going to get happen. You have to be good in that one, friends. Okay, please try to refer that one. What is the first thing going to get happen? If there is any instance data members as part of this underlying object, object corresponding class. This is what? An object. This object corresponding class is what? Bit. Do we have any instance variables or data members? Data members means variables only. Do we have anything? No. If they are available, they will be the part of our instance. Okay. Yes, that one is not there. Now coming to the services, that is methods. Okay. Now try to observe here. What is that? Coming to the methods. Okay. Methods. Now first underlying object corresponding class. Okay. Underlying object corresponding class instance methods will get associate. Okay. I'm repeating all of these things, very important. First it will go and check for the data member. Later JVM will come and it will identify underlying object corresponding class instance methods. Okay, very important. If they are available, then it will make these methods to get associate to this. Associate means what? Combining, attaching. Okay, attaching with this underlying object. Sir, sorry, how many instance methods do we have in these underlying objects? Okay, objects corresponding class to instance methods. What are those? What is that? Foo of a string. Okay, and let me write the implementation also. What is this? Bet foo. Okay, and now what is the other instance method? It is instance, no static keyword as part of this method prototype. Okay, now what is that? Bar of a string, and let it be the implementation as what? Bet colon bar. Okay, now do we have any other instance method within this class tiers? Nothing, only two instance methods. Now after that, still inheritance is there. How we are going to achieve inheritance? It's a big story. I have given all of the very important details, very important friends. Okay, now through inheritance JVM will go to the parent class of this underlying objects corresponding class. For this class, which is the parent? Alpha. Now here we are having one important rule. I have highlighted that rule. Okay, as part of our WOOP concepts. What is that? Try to observe here. I am going to present that one. Oral logic is going to get converted to the technical. Please, very important. Okay, what is that? Try to observe here. If there is a method, okay, if there is a method with the same method signature, of course we have discussed about this logic in OOP. Okay, please try to refer that one. Just for your sake I am writing this once again. Okay, now if there is a method with the same method signature at parent and child classes, okay, at parent and child classes, then okay, then child class method will associate to the underlying runtime object. This is purely a logic. This is purely a logic which implemented in our JVM. Now try to observe here. Now try to observe here. This logic I am going to use. Okay. Now if there is a method, okay, and one more important thing, if there is a method in the parent class such that method not available within the child class, okay, then what is going to get happen? Parent class methods are going to get or will get associated to the underlying object. What is that? Try to observe here. What is the other one? If there is a method in parent class, okay, such that this method, okay, such that this method, okay, method not available at, okay, not available at child class, okay, then this method will associate, okay, will associate to the underlying runtime object. This is also purely a logic, okay, purely a logic. Very, very important. If you do remember these two logics, okay, I'm sure that whatever it is, overloading, overriding, okay, the same principle wherever you go and use this logics, whatever the programming language, whatever it is like framework or .NET, whatever the programming language, these rules are same, okay. Now try to observe here. I'm going to use this logic and also this logic. These oral statements are going to convert into practical thing. Now observe. Now JVM will go to the parent class because of this extends keyword, okay. Now void foo string where arg parameter method is available within the child class. Try to observe. Void foo string where arg method is available within the child class. No, it is not at all available. Try to observe here. If there is a method in parent class such that this method not available at child class, then this method will associate to the underlying runtime object. And now tell me one thing, void foo string where arg method will associate to the underlying runtime object or not? Yes, it will get associate, okay. Now try to observe here. What is this? Foo of string where arg, what is this? SOP of, what is the implementation? Alpha foo. Getting, friends? Foo. Now try to observe. This one is very important. Come to this point. Void bar string is SOP. Let it be. I want only a return type and method signature. Method signature means what? Method name and argument type, okay. Now void bar, first it will check void bar string is whether it is available within the child class or not. It is available. Now which method will associate to this underlying runtime object? Very important. Which method? Then child class method will associate to the underlying runtime object, okay. Try to observe here. Same thing. If there is a method with same method signature at parent and child classes, then child class method will associate to the underlying runtime object. Of course, void bar string parameter method already associate to the underlying runtime object. So no need to associate that method once again. Okay, friends, very important. No need to associate that method. Why? Because it has been associated to this underlying object in earlier case itself. Okay, now this is the two logics, very important, friends. Okay, please try to remember this one. By using this only you are going to solve entire loop, very important, friends. Okay, now I am going to take up these things. Still we have many things there to get understand. Okay, now let us go for that. Okay, of course, without considering the compilation related things, I came to execution part, friends. But here you have to concentrate much on compiler. Why? Means I will tell you. Okay, we have done till here. Okay, and now what is going to get happen? Constructor execution also finished. Okay, now think that it is having a reference as what? 63A. And now a new operator execution done, and this bet constructor execution also done. Now what is the underlying runtime object type? Very important bit. Based on the constructor name, we are going to tell that one. Okay, based on the constructor name, friends, very important. Okay, now try to observe here. Tell here execution finish. Now I am going to assign. What is this assignment operator? Now this 63A is the reference that I am going to assign to one of the variable A of type what? All. Is that possible? Yes. Yes. Why? Because parent reference child object. Child burdens are bearable by the parent. We have even seen what is that? A detailed analysis internal implementation for this one. I have shown to you at the time of our OOP concept. I remember it very clearly. I have discussed all of these things. Thing is what? You have to be good in that one. Okay. Now observe here. So now this thing I am going to assign to whom? A variable A of type what? All. Okay. Let it be F. Okay. Let it be as what, friends? Yeah, let it be 63A. 63A are same. At memory, this is having the reference. So I can tell that A is the referring variable to this instance. Okay. Now try to observe here. Now the problem comes to us. Very important. I have said to you at the time of method signatures. Okay. What is that? How compiler resolves methods. It is going to consider what? Method signatures. Try to observe here in just some 10 lines of code how much concept was there. Okay, it is very important, guys. If you go for any competitive exams, questions will be in this way only. Okay, at first you will feel difficult. As the time goes, you can feel very comfort in it and you can solve the examples within 2 minutes. Okay, thing is what? You have to recap all the concepts. Okay, now what is this? Parent reference. Now the problem comes to us. What is this? Parent reference child object. At the time of resolution, that is at the time of solving, compiler will do some internal things, very important to us. What is that means? Try to observe. What is that means? Simple thing I have said to you, and one more very important before coming to this, even that is also a very important concept and you should have the knowledge in that one. Okay, now come to this one. Okay, I'll talk about this particular thing later. Okay, I'll talk about this particular or else I'll do one thing. Okay, I'll talk about this one and I'll come for this one. Okay, what is this, friends? What is this one? What is that one? Typecasting. And also see, try to observe here, even typecasting concept is also involved in this example. Even you have to be good in typecasting also, and I don't want to explain that typecasting here. Okay, of course, what is this? A referring underlying object is what? Bed. Okay, and this is truly a valid typecasted statement, no issues. Okay, and I will explain this typecasting once again in other example. We are having typecasted related examples also, we are having many. Okay, as part of these sessions, definitely I am going to recollect all the subject. I am going to recap. Okay, please try to make it as an opportunity and utilize it. Okay, now think that what we are doing here, friends, what we are doing here, we are creating an extra reference to the existing object. Let it be as what? That one B. Getting? And if you are not getting this one, I strictly recommend you to refer once typecasting. It will be very simple and you might be having knowledge in it. With that knowledge also you can follow, no issues. Okay, now what is that? B type is what? Beta. Okay, now come here. We are currently at which part? Execution part, but we are having some issues. We are having some issues with the parent reference and child object. If that is the statement, compiler is having a separate behavior, internal behavior. What is that mean? Now we are going to see. Now for a while, let me pause this one. Let me put a break for this one here. Let us go for the compilation. How compiler will perform the activities. Okay, now come here. Okay, now come here. Now this statement also done. We have done analysis for this one and for this one. Now come to this statement, friends. Is there any operator in these statements? Any operator? Yes, we are having one operator. What is that operator? Dot is the operator. Highest category operator in any programming language is what? Dot operator. It is meant for accessing what? It is meant for accessing members. Whatever it is, data variable or services. That is the methods. It is meant for accessing what? Members. Okay. This is the operator. Okay. Very important, friends. Okay. Now, how compiler is going to resolve this particular method? Now, observe here, a dot foo. What is the type of small a here? Alf. Okay, alf. Within this class alpha, is there any method with name foo with argument as what? String. It will go and it will check there. Okay, if that one is available, then it will resolve. If that one is not available, it will raise what? Compile time error. Who will raise this one? Compiler. Very important. What is that? A dot foo of string. Now it will go for the A's type is what? Alf. In alf class, do we have foo method? Yes, having argument as what? String. Of course, foo method is there. Do we have string, exactly string type as an argument? No, nothing. It was not at all available. Now what it is going to do? If you do observe this one at overloaded concepts, getting, or else in which one? In overriding itself. I remember this one. Okay, I have said you one thing. If no method was matching, getting, for a particular method. Okay, now then if there is a vararg parameter, then vararg parameter method will get chance at last, right? Now try to observe here, foo method having argument as string. Do we have such type of method here? No. Is there any foo method here other than this foo method? Is there any two foo methods within this class? No, but we are having a foo method, single foo method which having argument as what? Vararg thing. In how many ways you can do call that vararg method? In how many ways, friends? In three ways. One is what? By passing 0 arguments. Getting? By passing 0 arguments. Other one is what? By passing one dimension string array. Other one is what? By passing any number of string objects. Okay, what is that? By passing any number of string objects. Okay, by passing any number of string objects. Any number means it can be from 1 to n, friends. Okay, it can be 1 to n. Now try to observe here, a dot foo. Try to observe here, we can do call this particular method in these three ways. Getting? If that is the case, what is going to get happen? This statement at compile time will get resolved to other form. What is that? We have discussed. Okay, I have explained that to you. Now this statement will be replaced as what? A dot foo of new string array. What is that? Getting? What is this? Getting? A dot foo of new string array. Very important, friends. Okay, this calling is also very important. Now observe this one. Yes, this resolving is also very important. That's why this was the first bit in our even Katisira book. Okay, very important. Okay, Very important. Now try to observe this one. Okay, of course we have resolved this particular method, that is compiler has been resolved. Okay, now coming to compilation. Still we are at compilation only. We have put break for the execution. We'll come for this one later. Okay, now come here. Now what is this B? What is the B type here? Beta. Within the beta class, do we have a foo method with argument as string? If it is there, it will resolve that one. Okay, now resolve means it will accept and it will generate dot class file. Than that, nothing, friends. Okay, now observe this one, simple. Okay, beta. Within the beta class, do we have foo method? Yes, which is having argument as what? A string type. Yes, it is there, it will resolve. And one more very important, this statement is no more to us. Okay, no more at dot class file. Okay, and of course we have to, okay, we are doing execution, no issues. Okay, now come to this part. Okay, yes, it is there, it has resolved. Okay, now come to this point. What is the A type here? All. Within the class of, do we have any method like bar having argument as what? A string. Yes, try to observe here. Yes, we have within the class one method called as what? A bar having argument as what? A string. Okay, now yes, it will accept, okay, to generate what? Dot class file. I mean, it has been resolved. Okay, now yes, even this method also resolved. Okay, now come to this one. What is this? B is what, friends? Bet. It is of which type? Bet type. Now within this class it will check, is there any bar method? Yes, it is available with argument as what? String. Yes, it has presented. Okay, now what it is going to do, it will accept, and I mean resolution. Accept means what? A resolution. If that one is not there, means this type of things will get happen. Okay, now it has been resolved. Now dot class file has been generated. Now all this thing will get happen if you do put java space this bet name. Okay, now till we are here. Okay, till here we are. Okay, now let us resume this execution part. Okay, now now this is what? Compilation. See, I skipped from execution to the compilation based on the requirement. How I come here? Because of parent reference and child object thing. Very important. This is called an analysis, friends. Okay, now come to this part. Till here we have done typecasting related thing. Till here I have done. Okay, now what is that? A dot foo of new string array. Come here. Now come here, it will check. A dot means it will jump into this runtime object. Dot means what? It is meant for accessing what? Members. Okay, now it will come and it will check A dot foo. Is there any foo method having argument as string array? Is there? Is there? Yes. Where are the parameter method is available? In which way we can do call that where are the parameter method? In three ways. What and all the three ways? By passing 0 arguments and by passing what? One dimension string array. What is this? One dimension anonymous string array. That was the syntax of creation. Getting anonymous one dimension string array. Very important, friends. See here how many concepts we are using. In this way only they will test your analysis skills if you go for any competitive exam or for any interviews. Okay, now try to observe. Yes, now which method is getting match here? This method. So because of this method call, what is the output? What is the output which we are going to get there? This one. What is that? What is that? Alpha foo. Getting? Yes, first method has been executed. Method call. Okay, now come to this point. B dot foo. Do we have any B reference for underlying runtime object? Yes, we are having B type. Where is that? Here. Yes, which is of type what? beta, I mean bet, okay, which is of type what? Let it be as what? Bet, I'm sorry, okay, it is of what? Bet, okay. Now b dot foo of string, b dot foo, once again it is going to jump into this area only, b dot foo, okay, b dot foo of exactly string, getting, I have said to you, where arg parameter will get least priority, or it will get the chance at last to get execute, okay. Now foo dot string is available or not? Yes. Now which method is going to get execute here? Bet foo will be the method, I mean this method will get execute and it will give this implementation as our output. So what is your output here? Bet, what is that? Foo, okay. Yes, this method also completed execution, okay. Now come to this one, a, do we have a reference to our underlying object? Yes, a dot bar with string object. What is that? A dot bar of string object. Which method is going to get execute? This method, and it will give the output as what? Bet bar. Getting, what is that? Bet bar. Now come to this point. What is this? B dot bar. Do we have a reference called B? Yes, we are having that one. Dot bar of string. What is that? Once again, b dot bar of a string. Now which method is going to get execute? Bet colon bar, okay. This is the output. Of course you will face a lot of troubles to solve this problem at first time. When you are practicing this for the second time, you will consume just 5 minutes, and if you do practice this for the third time, it will take not more than 1 minute. I am sure that, okay. But many concepts we have used. This is how internally the analysis skills you can improve, and of course I am sure that you are having the knowledge in this one. Thing is what, you have to explore it a little, than that nothing, friends, okay. And such type of examples only you will get if you go for any interview. If you do these things, your analysis skills will get improved a lot, and also your logical skills. Now let me put this code and execute to you to get this output. Just a matter of minute, please try to observe, okay.